Welcome back to 20.6 BC Silk Road News. I'm your anchor, Jessica Danielson, and today we start off with Aaron Wensloff on the history of the Han Dynasty.
Thank you, Jessica. The Han Dynasty began with a peasant revolt against the Qin Empire led by Liu Bang, son of a peasant family. Once the Qin Empire was killed, there was a 4-year war between Bang and his rival, Zhang Yu. Bang won the war and started the empire. He changed his name to Han Gaozu and started the Han Empire. In 202 BC, Emperor Gaozu established the capital of the Han Dynasty and called it Chang'an. The Han Dynasty ran for over 400 years, from 206 BC to 220 AD. Emperor Gaozu died in 195 BC, triggering a 15-year conflict. In 138 BC, Zhang Qian began to open the Silk Road to the west. In 2 AD, the Han Dynasty took a large-scale census, and it showed that over 250,000 people were living in the capital of Chang'an. In 105 AD, Kai Lun invented paper, which was mainly used to wrap food. The fall of the empire came in 220 AD, when a series of battles weakened the Han Empire, causing the current ruler, Liu Zai, to abdicate his role as the ruler.
No, it's still going. It's still going.
Zhang Qian began to open the Silk Road to the west. In 2 AD, the Han Dynasty took a large-scale census, invented paper, which was mainly used to wrap food. The fall of the empire came in 220 AD, when a series...
Back from the commercial break, we have Jasmine doing her segment on the innovation of the Han Dynasty.
Thank you, Jessica. The Silk Road was a network of trade routes that connected the East and the West. It is central to the economic, cultural, political, and religious interactions between these regions. The Silk Road was established during the Han Dynasty. This trade route from China to Europe was a great source of wealth and luxury. The invention of the Silk Road was invented in 206 BC to 24 AD. The Silk Road earned its name from the Chinese silk, a highly valued material that merchants transported along these trade networks. Advances in technology and increased political stability caused an increase in change. Ferdinand von Richthofen is the man who discovered it. The Silk Road impacted history because it helped to generate trade and commerce between a number of different kingdoms and empires.
On the next segment, we have me doing culture.
The ancient Chinese believed that illnesses happened because of unbalanced bodies and souls. The healer's job was to restore the natural balance of the body. Therefore, acupuncture, moxibustion, and the use of wine for anesthetic was founded. They learned that a pulse and a heartbeat were useful for determining if a person was ill. Medical training was informal, so almost anyone could go into training to restore the body's natural balance back to health. But they were not very active in supporting the training of healers. A result of this was there were a bunch of different types of medical physicians. Since there were so many healers, their social status was generally lower. The central conception of early Chinese medicine was based on systematic correspondence, explaining that everything and everything in nature should be in harmony. Branching off of that subject, they believed that when everything was in harmony and balance, the health of every living thing flourished. But when it was not harmonic, or if it was unbalanced, that's when illnesses arose. Most of the time, when the body was unbalanced, it was because of one's actions such as desire, gluttony, or moral sin. Disturbing the balance would also happen if an evil influence entered the body, making an individual's temperature change or trigger an imbalance. Considered to be the most important factor to maintain a good health was to remain proper flow of qi, the circulating life energy that in the Chinese philosophy is thought to inherent all things. Systematic correspondence explains yin and yang, which are associated with opposing forces such as male and female, dark and light, passive and dominant, and anything other than that. That was an interesting. That was an interesting commercial break. On our next segment, we have a biography on Liu Bang.
Thank you, Jessica. Liu Bang was an emperor of the Western Han Dynasty in 256 through 195 BC. As an outstanding politician, strategist, and director, he made great contributions to the development of the Han people and its culture. In 206 BC, he rebelled against the rule of the Qin dynasty. One day, as he saw Emperor Qin Shi Huang sitting in a delicate and gorgeous carriage, he admitted in 202 BC, Liu Bang established the Han Dynasty with the capital of Xi'an. In the history books, this period was called the Western Han Dynasty. Now that he sat on the throne over the next several years in order to better consolidate his power.
Our last segment is on the interview with Caden Nelson, and he's interviewing Liu Bang.
Welcome to the Han Dynasty Minute, and today we got our special guest, Liu Bang. Say hello.
Hello.
So where are you from, Liu?
I am from the Fang County.
That's pretty neat, and tell us about yourself.
Well, as you know, I'm from the Fang County. I was born in 256 BC in the Fanyu village.
That's pretty neat.
I was called Emperor Gaozu in my time ruling. I started ruling in 202 BC, and people say that I am actually an outstanding politician, strategist, and finally, a great emperor.
Oh, well, it sounds to me that you were one of the best emperors in Han Dynasty.
I mean, I guess you could say that.
Well, hope this was the best minute of your life, and go Rams, screw the Warriors.